Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about an interesting question. You know what I'm saying? I've gone back and forth with a lot of Jets fans about this, okay? Will the New York Jets have a 1,000-yard rusher next season? We're going to be discussing the New York Jets running game, okay? This upcoming season, what it might look like, all right? Listen, let me tell you something. The New York Jets have made some upgrades. They absolutely have. And if you look at the issues that we had last season, we struggled to run the football quite a bit, which greatly impact our offense and our offensive production. It greatly impact our quarterback, Zach Wilson. But with some of the things that we've been able to do, right, in free agency, in the draft, I think that there's going to definitely be a resurgence in our running game this upcoming season. And I think that that will pay big dividends, right, in the growth and maturity of Zach Wilson because now our offense will become more balanced. If you look at last year, it was very easy to figure out what to do with the New York Jets defensively, stack the box, send the house to Zach Wilson, and let the chips fall where they may because we could not run the football effectively last season whatsoever. So let's get into it, man. Listen, last season we struggled, like I said just a second ago, okay? The New York Jets were ranked 27th in rushing in the league. Now keep in mind, we are in a run-first offense. Okay, I'm going to say this again. We are in a run-first offense. If you watch the San Francisco 49ers, which is we run the same offense, the Shanahan offense, okay? Our guys, Robert Saleh, Mike LaFleur, our offensive coordinator, those guys came from the Niners, okay? Mike LaFleur, it was like everybody raved about him. We loved, you know, what he was going to bring here. We're supposed to be running the football effectively. That's how the Niners run. That's how we should be running. And we could not do that. We couldn't open up anything, all right? One of the biggest issues with the Jets running game last year, our offensive line. Offensive line was putrid. We could not get any push. They couldn't open up any holes. Mainly guys like Connor McGovern and Greg Van Roten. Oh my goodness. We couldn't do anything with those two guys. Greg Van Roten was blowing blocks. We saw him blow through blocks before, but he had some big issues as you know, we saw during last season. There was also the loss of Mekhi Becton early, where Mekhi Becton truly shines in run block. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a great all-around tackle. But let me tell you something: run blocking, that guy's crazy. But he was gone last season as well. He got hurt early. He costed him for the entire season. So here we are. Our offensive line has some issues, and we just couldn't do anything running the football. If you look at the situation last year as well, the only running back, right, the only single rusher we had rush for over 100 yards was Michael Carter. He was the only guy that did it last season, and he ran for 118 yards against the Jags. It happened one time. We had a single 100-yard rusher, right, one time last season, and that was Michael Carter against the Jags. It was that bad. It was that bad. Michael Carter was one of the stars we had offensively last season. At one point, he was one of the only guys on the offense making plays consistently offensively for us. Michael Carter last season, 639 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also dealt with an ankle injury as well, which costed him some time. Also a concussion too, which costed him some time as well, so that kind of hurt his season. But we saw him really shine in spots. He had a big game against Cincinnati, 77 yards rushing. He had a rushing touchdown. He also had 9 catches for 95 yards in that football game as well. He was a big reason why we beat the Cincinnati Bengals, last season. He's a big reason. He was a guy out there doing his thing. He also, like I said as well earlier, had a big game against the Jags, 118 yards. He really shined for us. He truly, truly shined. So when you look at this season now, right, because now there's been so many things that we've been able to upgrade. So it's looking like the New York Jets have done a lot of things purposely to put themselves in a position to have a much better running game. I think the front office, Joe Douglas, this coaching staff realized, hey, we've got to become more balanced because like I said, a lot of teams looked at the Jets last season and figured out really easily how to shut us down offensively. If you go back and you watch that game against Carolina, right, the first game, they just stacked the box. And they literally just blasted Zach Wilson. And that was the recurring theme. If you watch the season against Denver, against New England, the teams consistently kept doing the same thing because they said, you know what? The Jets can't run the football. We're just going to stack the box. We're going to send the house to Zach, and good luck. It's either going to be an incompletion or interception, or we're going to take his head off. And that's exactly what we saw them do consistently. So coming into this season, they've upgraded some things. We have an upgraded offensive line. We've moved on from Greg Van Roten. We've brought in Lakeland Tomlinson. That is huge. Here's a guy that's a great guard, Pro Bowl guard, right? But he understands the scheme inside and out, all right? This guy was a Niner when LaFleur was there, when Saleh was there. He gets it, okay? So he's going to step in here. He's playing that left guard position. We're moving Elijah Vera-Tucker from the left guard position to right guard. That's going to shore up stuff over there. We've moved on from Greg Van Roten. He is gone, all right? We got Mekhi Becton back as well, healthy this season. Hopefully, again, he remains healthy this season. Dude, when he is healthy, when Mekhi Becton is healthy, I know that there's a lot of people that want to talk trash about him. I don't want to hear it. Listen, when Mekhi Becton is healthy, he is a top tackle in this game. Period. In the league. Period. And you can say whatever you want to say about him, but he is a top tackle in this league when he is healthy. And let me tell you something. This dude shines in the run game, right? His pass blocking, he's a great all-around tackle. We all know that. But in the run game, this guy's a mauler. So now you got Mekhi Becton back healthy at left tackle. You got Lakeland Tomlinson at your left guard, who's a road grader as a left guard, right? And we're continuing on. Our offensive line has been upgraded. I'm thinking George Fant's probably going to pan out, be that right tackle, right? Then you got Elijah Vera-Tucker, and you got Connor McGovern there at center, who's a little spotty, but maybe his play is going to be upgraded this year because he's going to have the help of Elijah Vera-Tucker there at right guard, who's a phenomenal young guard, right? He's one of the better guards in the league already. So here we have an upgraded offensive line with Lakeland Tomlinson being brought in. Then you look at other pieces that have been added as well to help the running game. CJ Uzama brought in. Here's a great tight end, right, that can come in, be a sure set of hands, but he excels in run blocking as well. That's something that he does well. Then you got Tyler Conklin brought in as well. He excels, in run blocking as well, but he's also a solid set of hands. So that opens up the play action factor, right? Then you look at other pieces that we've added within the draft. Breece Hall in the second round. Here's a back that was the best back. A lot of people talked about it. The best back, best running back in the draft. They brought him in to kind of give you that 1-2 punch with him and Michael Carter. That's showing you, hey, to take a guy like that in the second round, that's showing you, hey, we really want to increase the output running the football. Then you look at what they did as well, bringing in Jeremy Ruckert. Jeremy Ruckert, great tight end. Now we got 3 tight ends. People were looking around going, why? One of Jeremy Ruckert's calling cards, right? In a deep tight end class, a lot of people looked to him and said, yeah, he's a great tight end. But one of the things that he excels at is run blocking. That's one of the things a lot of people were saying that he had over a lot of the other tight ends that were in the class. So you bring in another tight end that's a solid run blocker. That's showing you they have a renewed effort to run the football. They want to absolutely implement, hey, we're going to smash people, we're going to beat people up in the trenches, and we're going to gain yards on the ground, and that's huge. Why is it huge? Because you look at other teams around this football league, a lot of the successful teams, a lot of the teams that are constantly pushing in this league to, win playoff games, to push to win Super Bowls, they run the football effectively when it matters, and that's a lot later in the season. The Steelers have had a whole history. They run the football. Najee Harris doing well. Those teams are constantly competing. You look within our division, right? You look at the Bills. This is a team that literally runs the football extremely well. Josh Allen by himself can rip off 100+ yards in a game, but we've seen them have a myriad of backs they throw at you, and they rush the football effectively. The Patriots, we've seen them have dynasties. They dominated our division for so long. They run the football effectively with multiple backs. So you have to have a solid running game in this league. You have to have a balanced offense to truly be successful the way we want to be successful. Also, you look at our wide receiver core too. Corey Davis is one of the better run blocking wide receivers in this league as well. So that's just screaming. All these pieces being put together, to me, screams we're going to be running the football. We're not going to put everything on the shoulders of Zach Wilson. We're going to get more balance. So I love it, and like I said, I think we'll see Mike LaFleur have a more renewed, kind of look into implementing the running game for this upcoming season. I think his focus is definitely going to be running the football. You also, I'm telling you, you look at this situation, Michael Carter, Breece Hall, that 1-2 punch. I'm thinking Michael Carter probably is going to be the starter. That's what I'm thinking at this point. And I'm thinking Michael Carter could be the guy that could break 1,000 yards for us. Now, again, I think it's going to be a 1-2 punch. I think we'll absolutely see Breece Hall implemented in an offense constantly, right? He'll definitely get his spots, and he'll definitely be, a guy that's going to get the football in his hands. But something about Michael Carter, man, what I saw out of him last season is unbelievable. But again, I think Breece Hall is definitely going to get his touches, and he's definitely going to have a big impact for us as well offensively running the football next season. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about the situation? Do you think the New York Jets will have a 1,000-yard rusher next season? Who do you think it's going to be? I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Joe, yeah, Michael Carter was good, but man, Breece Hall, we took him in the second. I already know. I've had a lot of discussions back and forth. I hear your points there. I want to hear from you folks. Who do you think is going to be the 1,000-yard rusher? And how do you think the New York Jets running game is going to look next season? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.